All right, so once we've swapped out the x column, as we did with the constant matrix, now it's a matter of finding this determinant. Now, again, I'll go ahead and find the determinant. I was going to be lazy, I guess. So finding the determinant, we have -1, 1, -2, 3, 3, 4. So calculating the determinant, again, as always, what we're calling d of x. Now, it's just a determinant. It's just going to be the downs minus the ups. Sum of the downs minus the sum of the ups. So, with where we're at on this particular problem, if I were to multiply the downs, -1 times 3 times 1, -6, multiplying 3 times 1 times -2, -6, 1 times 1 times 4 is 4. So the sum of the downs, what's it going to be, -5? So that's the sum of the downs. Now multiplying going up, -2 times 3 times 1, -6, 4 times 1 times -1, -4, 1 times 1 times 3 is +3. So here's the sum of the ups is going to be -7. So in calculating, again, -5 minus -7 is a whole -5 plus 7. We can say that dx is equivalent to +2. So if we know that dx is 2, remembering this little formula right here, we can say that x is equal to dx, which we just found was 2, divided by d, which we said was 1 quite a while back now, and that's going to tell us again that x is equal to 2. So same process now when we're solving for y. Same setup, same way of approaching. We're going to start with the original coefficient matrix of 2, 3, 1, 3, 3, 1, and 2, 4, 1. But since we're targeting the y column and the y value, this is no longer our y column. Again, it gets replaced, it gets substituted out, and in its place we put the constant matrix again, which is still -1. So now that I have this new matrix, if I find its determinant, that's going to be the value we refer to as dy. So the way we calculate the determinants, again, we copy the first two columns over, kind of like this, and now our value of dy is going to be equivalent to the downs minus the ups. So multiplying down, 2 times 1 times 1 is 2, -1 times 1 times 2 is -2, 1 times 3 times -2 is -6. So the sum of the downs, excuse me, the sum of the downs, as we can see here, is going to be -6. Multiplying going up now, the diagonals, 2 times 1 times 1 is 2, -2 times 1 times 2, -4, 1 times 3 times -1, -3. So the sum of the ups appears to be -5. So plugging -5 in is the sum of the ups. Same thing, if I'm subtracting negative like before, it's going to be addition. So d sub y is like -6 plus 5 is 1. So now, apologize that I'm scrolling up and down all over the place, but now if we were to utilize this formula, that y is equal to d sub y divided by d, we're going to know that d sub y, which we just calculated, will be -1, divided by d, which a long time ago we found was 1. Now we are on pretty good authority to say that y is equal to -1. So if we've solved for x and y, again, x is 2, y is -1, we can go back to the original. Again, if we were truly, completely committed to Cramer's rule, we could do the same process for z. But if we know that x, what do we say, is 2, y is -1, we could quickly and easily substitute and solve again. Forgive me for trying to speed this up to get that z is equal to -2. So if I know that, again, x is 2, y is -1, and z is -2, this is how we would finalize our answer. So, in addition to these problems, again, I was very intentional with choosing these 7 problems. You definitely need to make sure that you understand, didn't have time to fit everything in here. If I were you, I would make sure that you understand how to find the inverse of a 3x3 matrix, for instance. We've also got all of those special little applications that took place in section 8.5 in addition to Cramer's rule. So make sure that you know how to find the area of a triangle by using determinants and given the 3 points. Make sure that you know how to find or determine whether or not points are collinear utilizing matrices. And then also make sure that we know how to write the equation of a line based on determinants and matrices. So again, I feel like I'm talking quickly, but there's a lot of information that I'm trying to get to you in as little time as possible. So make sure this weekend that you study hard. Again, you have a lot of options available. Again, watching this podcast is a great first step in preparation. So again, make sure that Thursday's homework, the yellow worksheet, is completed. Make sure that Friday's homework, the buff-colored packet, is also completed. Remember, in that 3-page packet, I wanted you to do all of page 1, just the evens on pages 2 and 3. So in terms of options for extra stuff, obviously you could do all of the problems on the buff-colored packet from Friday. If you check the blog, I have the answer keys posted for both of those 2 Chapter 8 reviews. The roundtable review is what I was calling it. The review 6 practice problems that we did on in class, on Friday. Those have been posted. Those same questions have been posted to the blog along with the solutions with the answer key. It's all up there as well. So I'd like to think that you have plenty of resources, plenty of options. Again, if you're still struggling on any of this stuff, find me Monday morning, send me an email, something like that. But for the most part, at this point, make sure that, you're watching this podcast, you're working through all the problems that you potentially can. If there's still some clarification that needs to be obtained, it's probably going to be done by going back and watching some of those past podcasts. So, again, study hard, best of luck, have a great weekend. I'll see you all on Monday.